Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Story Darlings podcast. I'm Sandra.
And I'm Tara. And today we have a very special guest with us, a friend from college, David. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm David. Yeah, to have a good time. Is that introduction enough?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess.
I heard this is fun, so I figure why not I join on and see if the rumors are true.
We have a very fun episode for you guys today, and we are so excited for David to put his input on it. But we are going to be discussing Kissing Booth 1, 2, and 3.
Yay.
David enjoyed himself watching these movies, guys.
So did I. I mean, they're fun popcorn movies to watch. Mm-hmm. So this third Kissing Booth movie came out over the summer. It's like the perfect summer movie. They do everything that you could possibly want to do outside. But these are based on books, right? I haven't read the books. Have you?
I've read the second book, but not the third one yet. Okay. I know. I'm weird. I watched the first movie and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to read this book before the second movie comes out. And then
yeah. And the author is Beth Reekles. And she was like 15 when she wrote these books, which is very apparent when you're watching the movies, at least. And
I just found out they were based on books like 30
30
seconds ago.
So clearly David has not read the book.
Should have done some research.
This is a quality content here, people. She also went the Anna Todd route from the author of the After series and initially published this series on Wattpad. So I have not personally read anything on Wattpad. Have you, Tara?
Yeah, I read the After series on Wattpad.
Oh, you did?
I went back and did it because I wanted to know what the difference was. So
yeah. Is it more Harry Styles?
There wasn't, I mean, I didn't grasp a whole lot of differences, but yeah, you could definitely tell it was a fan fiction. More so than you did after.
Yeah.
It was rewritten.
Before we jump into Kissing Booth, David, how are you?
I'm good.
I mean,
very good.
Yeah, we're all parents here. We all went to college, as Tara mentioned.
Unfortunately.
I know, unfortunately.
You loved going to college with us. Don't lie.
Sure. Well, let's say that.
I mean, we've all known each other for,
I know.
What, 18 years now at this point?
Yeah,
Sandra, don't age us. Don't age us.
Yeah,
2003.
Yep.
Yeah.
David asked if we could say children's names on our podcast, and we were down for that, but not ages. We do not say ages, okay?
Yeah, it was the golden years. It was good times. Really good times. Sandra and Boone's Farm.
Hey, Boone's Farm is good and cheap.
That's what everybody drank back in the day. It was literally like $3. Yes, and I would get drunk off like 5 sips.
I think it's still like $3.
Do they still sell it?
Yeah,
yes, they do.
Oh,
not that we know personally at all.
Sandra owns stock in Boone's Farm. She has to. They have to give it her.
It has not been kind. Yeah.
No, not at all. No, but everything's great. Everything's going good. Kids are okay. Planning for a wedding.
Fun. Yep.
Complicated since everything's in Colombia, but making it work.
Word on the streets is you have a long ass bachelor party list.
Oh my God. I did not anticipate it to be that big, but we'll see. Maybe people will drop out. Right now, I think we have 40 people commenting. It's like a town. So we'll see.
What are the plans? That's
the plans or no plans.
So where do you want to go?
I think we settled for New Orleans.
I still haven't ever gone.
Yeah, I've never been either. So hopefully it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully
it's very pretty, but you're probably going to do something different than the museums and the churches.
Oh no, we're going to the museum, the botanical gardens, the churches,
very wholesome.
The bookstore. Yeah,
it's definitely going to be a PG bachelor
group.
party.
Yeah. Wait, when is this happening? Is this happening during Mardi Gras?
No. Well, now that you think about it, maybe we should move to the Mardi Gras.
Sandra's like planning this bachelor party now.
Right. No, we're it's March or April, one of the two. We haven't decided yet.
So Mardi Gras.
After Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Post Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is like February, right?
I think it's like the beginning of March. I could
yeah.
be wrong.
So we'll probably wait till after Mardi Gras. Probably April. I was reading, and you can organize your own parade, so maybe that'll be fun. Why not? Right?
Somebody needs to video that.
Yes,
if you do a parade.
Really? See, I might
video that. I want to see that.
Organize our own parade and just get drunk.
No.
The companies that do that for you, just pay them to get all the paperwork done, apparently. It's what I found on Google, so I need to actually research it to make sure it's true.
Legal protection, all of that.
Yeah.
So wedding planning and a bachelor party plan, that's very time consuming, I imagine. What's up with you, Tara? What's new?
Not a whole lot. My kids just ended their soccer season. Both teams were undefeated, guys. Undefeated.
Do they actually
keep excited about
I
this?
guess they do keep score at that age.
That usually happens when you don't keep scores, or do they?
They did, David. Thank you very much. Rude.
Is Jason Justin their coach? I saw that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and he got a lot of compliments. His head's probably really, really big right now because all of the parents of Michael's team were like, we want to sign him up with you next year because you did such a great job. And I'm like, daddy. No.
Do they have to pay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. What club is it for?
It's Sporting Columbia. So tied to Sporting KC, but
yeah. I didn't know Jason coached soccer. That's Justin. Why do I keep calling him Jason? Why am I thinking about Jason?
This is not a Halloween episode. Okay.
All right. Oh, good point. No, I didn't know he coached soccer. Did he ever play, or he?
Yeah, he played up until his I think sophomore year of high school, and then he decided he did not want to run anymore, so he quit. That's fair. And he just started playing tennis fully.
Good.
So yeah.
David, do you still play soccer?
I haven't played since COVID.
David runs like a gazelle, people.
I haven't played since COVID. I'm getting back. I will be getting back to it. I would say more like a cheetah than a gazelle, but no. Yeah, I'll get back to it. I need to get back to it. Haven't played in a while, and I'm afraid as soon as I get back out there, I'll post something and be out for
the old man syndrome's gonna kick in.
Yep, that's my fear, but we'll see.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So what are you guys playing?
I mean, we just finished T-ball, so that's kind of a sweet and a sour for me. But I haven't been doing anything. I mean, Vincent finished T-ball. I binged season 3 of You. What else have I been doing? Squid Game is next. I'm gonna watch that one next. Have you guys seen that one?
No, but
Jenny.
My kids told me that it's like the best show in the world. And like, it's
your kids watch it?
Mature.
Wait, they watch Squid Game?
No, they should not be, but they told me the other day because they'd seen a preview, and I'm like, dude, you're not watching this show. No.
Jenny has already seen it. I'm on episode 1. So
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start watching today probably. But
Maybe
she's watched You, right? She watched the whole season.
I don't think she's seen season 3 yet. I need to ask her about that. I haven't seen any one of them.
You would think that season 3, because it takes place in suburbia, is like maybe the tamest of all of the seasons, but some crazy stuff happens.
From what I'm hearing about it, is it like Dexter?
It's kind of like Dexter. So
and Dexter was terrible to me, so maybe I shouldn't want.
You didn't like it?
I didn't
like the last season.
I think I stopped at season 3.
Didn't he like fall in love with his sister or something at one point in Dexter?
I don't know. I can't remember like the details of it. All I know is I was highly disappointed by the last season, and
they did a remake, right?
They are doing like some kind of something. We'll have to look into that. But yeah, I mean, nothing else. Let's go through sweet and sours. Tara, you go first.
So my sour has to do with my kids' soccer because my daughter broke her wrist in soccer practice a few weeks ago. So she is yet to make it through a soccer season without a broken bone. So knock on wood, maybe next season she'll make it. I don't know. But that's my sour. I did not prepare a sweet. I just was thinking about my sours.
Talking to David, having David as a guest on the show.
I know. I haven't seen you guys. I haven't seen your faces in a long time.
Yeah, since pre-COVID at least, because last time you spent the night at my house was like, I don't know, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, same
and
here.
Then he just like annoyed me about not working at all as he sat there playing games with my kids while he was supposed to be working.
That was the first time I learned about that imposter game. I don't know what it's called.
Among Us.
Among Us. Your kids, that's all. Your kids love that game.
Oh, is that the one where you try and figure out who's
the killer or whatever?
Oh, I want to play that.
Your kids introduced me to that game.
My kids are obsessed with that game.
They're still playing it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
They keep going around saying that's sus, Mom. I'm like, seriously.
Yeah, I still haven't played it.
Have you been playing Stardew Valley at all?
Me or Tara?
You.
Me, yeah, right. I've been Stardew Valley. I have my Switch on my nightstand because of Stardew Valley.
Which do you like better, though? Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I don't like about Stardew Valley is the time in a day is too short. If they would have made it a little bit,
stresses you out.
It stresses me out.
It's too much pressure.
It really does. I think I'm like clocking every week. I'm going through a full year because I'm just like, you know what? I quit. I'm just gonna keep.
You're playing a
doing
lot.
what I'm playing. I'm playing a lot. I've been playing a lot.
I haven't made it through the first year yet.
Oh my god! I think I'm on year 4, maybe something like that. And I just got it.
Yeah, your kids would love this game, Tara. The little farm game and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
You heard he's making a new one, right?
Yes.
The Chocolatier.
Haunted Chocolatier. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna. Yeah. Yep.
Definitely gonna get it too.
Yeah.
So Tara, what's your sweet?
Oh shoot! I wasn't even thinking about that. Still, I'm a horrible.
I give you all this time to think about it.
I know, and I was just paying attention to these games. My sweet is I do have a sweet, guys. I got a new job, so I start in a couple of weeks in a new position. So
yay!
That's gonna be my sweet.
Yay!
Congratulations!
Is it the same place or somewhere else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same place.
Nice.
Just a different department.
Yay! I'm so happy for you. I
can't believe I forgot about that. And
I know you didn't tell me.
Wasn't like right on the top of my head. Sweet there.
Yeah. Last I heard was like the interview gauntlet that you were going through the other week.
Yes. Good Lord. There was a week where I had so many interviews. I was like, I'm not doing anything outside of interviews. This is it. It's all the brain space I have.
That's good. Congratulations.
Thank you. David, what are your sweet and sours?
What's my sweet?
Flag
Talking football
to us, obviously.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh.
He's like, no, that's my sour.
No,
guys.
That's definitely my sour. Sweet. There's no flag football today. It got canceled, so I don't have to go sit in the rain and watch my son play flag football for. Okay, I'm kidding. It's not a sweet.
It's okay.
He's not there right now, so he's allowed to say this. The son is not present.
Oh, I don't want YouTube to kill me, to come after me for not wanting to watch my son play.
I don't think I'm there with you. I don't enjoy watching my son play soccer either. Like there's not a whole lot going on, and it's just boring. My daughter's team's a little bit more.
Yeah, it's harder. It's harder for younger kids, but they seem to love it. So we support them however way we can, right? Mm-hmm. Look at me being mature.
I know. I'm like,
I'm first, guys.
Like, who is this person?
Right. Okay.
This is an alien in the body of David now.
I wish all the listeners out there could have known David 18 years ago. I mean, the day we met him, he just like barged into the room, like didn't even knock or anything. It was just,
Wait, did we meet him at the bowling thing, like the first night of college?
I don't remember that. I remember him. I only remember meeting Pratik and Sergey, and I thought Pratik's name was Boris.
David, did you go to the bowling thing like this first or second night?
I don't remember. Probably. I mean, it was international.
I feel like I remember meeting David at that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look across the room and see the handsome guy over there, you will remember that.
That's
right?
exactly what I was picturing in my head. That was the description.
The tall, dark, and handsome guy
tall,
over
dark, and
there.
handsome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I mean, coming from Arkansas and just open your eyes to a whole new world.
I'm dying.
And this is why we love David.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, what is my sweet?
We're not going to get to the movies at all during this episode, guys. We're just gonna maybe get through our sweet and sours.
Man, my sweet actually last night for the first time, I think I went to bed a little bit early. I went to bed before 12 o'clock.
No shit.
That's before midnight. That was a sweet.
Wow.
Right, and woke up got at least 8 hours last night. I would say that's a sweet because I can't tell you the last time that happened.
That's unheard of. 8 hours of sleep.
I know. I'm usually going to bed at 3, 4 in the morning and I have to wake up by 7 or 8. So that was definitely.
That's not healthy for you, right?
Yeah. We all have to die sometime, right?
For David, it's just going to be sooner.
It's just going to be sooner. I mean, alcohol. I've taken it a lot of my life. I'm giving sleep some time to catch up. was a sour. I missed out on the housing market, I guess, but I guess it's a sour and sweet. We're looking to sell our house and move, so we got everything done, got the whole house painted, moved everything out, got a storage unit, and then I think we decided we're gonna stay. So, but it's a sweet and sour. I mean, yeah, I would say so. Our AC went out. We had to get a new AC, so I think that was what pushed us to stay, because we're like, hey, we're not gonna move anywhere with a brand new AC. So in our house, we like it. We like it. We don't love it, but we like it. It can do for a couple more years. So
yeah.
So I guess it's a sour/sweet.
Adult life.
Yeah. Thanks. Hopefully we can go back to college days, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would survive.
I think we would do it a lot better than we did the first time.
Nope, I'll do the same thing.
I'm with David. I'm like,
I'll be drunk every day.
We're creatures of habit.
Yeah, I learned from some of my lessons.
Well, good for you, goody two shoes.
Right?
I mean, I'm not saying like the drinking and that stuff would go away, but like some of the other stupid crap.
Yeah.
The only thing I will do different is how I spend my money, or should I say save my money. Yeah. Probably I won't be spending a lot of alcohol, maybe investing more if I was in college. That's the only thing I would have done different. But I'll still be trying to get free liquor from somewhere. So yeah, I'll still be. That's about it.
I think that's a sound investment, like financial.
Yeah. Which is something I
try and get free liquor.
True. I hope they would have taught us that in college, right? But
it's a very useful thing, guys.
Yeah.
Sandra?
Sour. I'm gonna reuse the T-ball thing. Vincent just finishing T-ball because I don't know, it was cute going to watch him. I mean, on the other hand, it does free up time on Saturdays, but now I'm just like, what do I do with this extra time? Sweet. I finally got a pre-order book in, so I'm gonna start reading that one. I started last night, but I passed out really early. And I too got like 8 hours of sleep last night, which is unheard of for me. So pat on the back for both of us. So yeah, that's mine. Nothing.
What book?
A Shadow in the Ember. It's like this adult fantasy romance, very smutty. I'm trying to get Tara to read it.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
I'm re-listening to the After series at work, which is both good and bad, but
if your coworkers only knew the filth that you were listening to on the clock.
I know. Nobody listened to this part. Okay.
Do you hear that, everyone?
Yeah, my coworker listens to ghost stories.
Nice.
So I was like,
I also listen to podcasts about like murder at work too. And one of my former bosses keeps sending me different podcasts. He's like, this is great. This is great. The cousin killed the other cousin. It's good. I'm like, okay. So we share our love of murder podcasts.
Gotcha.
And David, just so you know, Sandra is now only allowed to do her sour first and then her sweet because she was taking the podcast.
I'm a big
with
downer.
Her sours.
Yeah, I can't help it.
So we now have a rule that Sandra has to end on the positive side.
Well, I think that means she needs to give us one more sweet then.
There's literally nothing else, and that's how I'm going to bring this back down.
Oh, wow.
Her whole life right now is revolving around that book.
Kissing Booth 1 through 3.
Kissing Booth 1
Let's get
through 3.
into it. Tara, hit us with a synopsis of what this overall series is.
Okay, so you have Elle and Lee and Noah, who are all somewhat friends, but Elle and Lee are best friends. They're the same age. Their mothers were best friends. They were born on the same day in the same hospital. They just have it in their blood that they are going to be best friends for life. And Noah is Lee's brother. Noah is freaking ridiculously hot.
Very hot.
Really?
Yes. Yes, David. Okay. He is freaking ridiculously hot. And Elle has a crush on him. And you see through the movie this crush and it develop. But Lee and Elle have a set of rules. And one of those rules is that you do not date your best friend's brother. And so Elle is trying to hide it and all this. And then you kind of see their shenanigans throughout the movies. That's kind of a very short rundown.
Yeah.
I would say they were more like family. So we made it weird that they kind of had a crush on each other.
David, did you watch the movie? Because they get together, right?
Yeah, I know. Which really makes it weird. It's like, I mean, they grew up together, had Thanksgiving dinners together, birthdays together. So it's like, it's weird. It's really weird that it's like she was hitting on her brother, that she dated her brother.
Tara, don't fault
He
David's
was really hot, though.
He really?
Jacob Elordi.
Yes.
For some reason,
we need to do...
They looked alike. Him and Elle looked alike for some reason. I was like, these two look the same.
He's like 7'4" and she's like 5 foot.
Facial features. I don't know. I couldn't get that out of my head. Sandra, maybe you should pull up a picture and look at the two and see. Maybe I'm right.
I mean, I'm very familiar with what he looks like.
With what he looks like.
I think
we have it memorized.
He looked better in the first one than he did in the second one. That haircut in the second one wasn't doing it for me.
Okay.
David, we honor your perspective and your opinion on this.
But I'm wrong.
You're wrong, but we will accept it.
Yeah. But I mean, they're like high school age, right? Elle and Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Is Noah in high school? I can't remember in the first movie.
He's a senior year
Okay.
in high school, the first movie.
Okay. But these are like upper class white folks. They go to a private school. They have their little uniform. They're all very privileged. And
in Elle's case, a really little uniform.
Really itty bitty uniform. Mm-hmm.
We need to do a poll and see if David is wrong or if me and Sandra are wrong. So
I think you should.
We need to do a poll on Twitter of like, is Jacob Elordi really hot, or
can you use the picture he had in the second one?
We're gonna use his hottest picture, shirtless.
I mean, I feel like the poll that we just ran kind of already indirectly addressed this because Noah blew Marco and Elle out of the water.
The point I took. No, I did the one. What character are you? And I ended up being Lee, I think.
Oh yeah, the character quizzes. So we each took a BuzzFeed quiz, which we'll link in the show notes. But Tara and David both got Lee, which he probably had like the best description paragraph.
I didn't get to read Elle's though, so I can't say whether or not his was the best, but it was very sweet. And
well, compared to Noah's, I got Noah, and I just didn't like it.
Didn't agree with it?
No.
I thought he's so hot. You should be happy you got Noah.
I mean, I'm not Noah.
One of the lines was that you are like, what was it, a heartbreaker or something like that? Like,
no. It was
Sandra did
I just didn't agree with this. I'm going to retake it until I get something else.
I hope you always get Noah.
It's just like now logged in your computer.
Right.
Cookies, you will get Noah every single time. So I'm going to read Lee's.
Okay.
So Lee says you're the most like Lee Flynn. You're really caring and empathetic. You want the best for your friends. You want them to have what makes them happy, even if you don't agree with it or with their decisions. You're sensitive and a little bit of a romantic. Your soulmate is very lucky to have you. Now, I don't know that I agree with, and this is going to sound bad, with David being this, because I don't see David as a super romantic.
No, you don't think so?
I know you're caring, but like I don't see you.
I think
as,
David's
like,
romantic.
I walk around speaking French around my house all day.
Oh my God, here we
I'm
go.
romantic.
Okay, say something in French.
Huh?
Come on now.
Merci.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Ooh la la.
Yes, super romantic, David.
We watched
super.
the Addams Family the other day, and
Which
in the
one?
Car, we watched the first one, and the kids I think have seen the second one.
Like the 80s one? Or
No,
the
newer cartoons.
Okay.
Oh.
And the kids in the car now have been holding Jenny's hand and been doing the kissing, and the kids crack up when I do that in the car. Just because I'm romantic.
We just watched the second one with the kids, and I'm trying to convince Carly to be Wednesday Addams for Halloween because I think it would be really cute.
That would be cute. That'll be a fun costume.
I really wanted Michael to be Pugsley though. He's not going for it.
The one thing I think that I'm similar to Lee is in the second one when he was supposed to tell her you're coming between our relationship. And he didn't, but he pretended like he did. I think that's what I would do. So
yeah, I can see that, David.
Yeah,
definitely can.
I'll just play it out and just hope nobody ever finds out. Yep, that would be me. But that's smart, right? It's a win-win.
David was a little shit in college sometimes. Like he was a shit stirrer.
It's a win-win for everybody, you know. They both think that is the right way. Just make sure they never come together and have that conversation. And everything works out.
He has it all planned out.
That's exactly David. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
why didn't you like Noah, Sandra?
Read Noah's and let's see if we think it's you.
It's
How
not.
about that?
I must have been in a bad mood when I took the quiz. Noah's is you're like the hot, caring Noah Flynn. You're confident, badass, and a total player. So not true.
In college, you kind of were.
You kind of were in college.
I mean, Cassandra, I
maybe not now.
Not now, but before Kid Sandra was kind of a player.
No. Anyway, even though you behave like that, deep down you have a lot of emotions and a caring heart. Even if you don't want to accept it.
Yep.
People who don't fall at your feet attract you.
Yep.
Only those you love know the real you.
Yep.
I think it's spot on.
I think it's bullshit.
The person who made this quiz, were they like sitting next to you when they were writing these things, or?
I mean, you're a dick.
I think it's true. I think it's true.
Oh.
No, I guarantee if I took it later, I'd get something else. I'll get like L next time. Watch.
I want to know what L's is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
if
figure it out.
If you take it later and get Noah, are we stuck on Noah, or are you going to keep taking it again?
I mean, I'm going to take it again. Not right now with you guys watching, because obviously you would bias my results.
Oh, okay. Are you going to change your answers down to try to get L?
Okay, this one I'm changing to this answer. So, no, still no. I got to change it to this one.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the movies here, people. The first movie is basically Elle and Noah trying to hide the relationship from Lee and literally everybody else in LA or wherever the hell they live. And then it works out, kind of. And then the second movie, we're introduced to this character named Marco, right?
Who is a snack.
Now
and
Chloe.
Yeah. Chloe is gorgeous too.
Which this also, to back up a little bit, Jacob Elordi and what's her name who plays
Joey
Elle?
King.
Yes, they were actually together like during the filming of the first movie. Second movie, they were broken up in real life. And it's just like, when you think about it, when you watch the second and third movie and think about them being broken up and just what they have to act out, it's like so awkward. I don't know how they were able to navigate that, but
She probably realized when he cut his hair, he wasn't as hot as everybody thought he was. She's
Oh
like,
yeah, is that it, David?
I have to leave this dude.
She's like, oh nope, you're not
Nope,
a 10 anymore. You're like a
you're
5.
like a hard 5, a 6 when I'm on Bones Farm.
Oh, poor Jacob. No, but
I still think he's a 10. So, you know.
I mean, yeah.
Now Chloe's like a 9. Oh, I think they intentionally did that and give it a British accent too to make it is she really British? I didn't even look her up.
I don't know. But I mean, what's the crazy thing is she looks like, I guess Jacob started dating Zendaya before.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, when they were in Euphoria together.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what made it even more awkward, was because Chloe kind of has like the same very petite, she's like tall and slender with the petite frame that Zendaya has. And the whole story in the second movie was Elle was very jealous of this new Chloe girl that Jacob went away to college, or Noah went away to college and was friends with this Chloe girl. So she was just very insecure and stuff. And it would just be really awkward to act this out just because of the parallels between what was happening in real life and then this movie. And then the third movie, what's our plot there? What's our major plot?
David?
I mean, he's watched half of it.
I've watched half of it. I mean, it's just her trying to choose what college she wants to go to. And yeah, that's about it, right? And trying to manage
which brother she's going to college for. Yeah. Because Lee wants her to go to college with him and Noah wants her to go to college with him. And so it's like not even just her getting to choose what college, it's her having to choose between the brothers.
Yeah. So can we talk about how toxic and codependent Lee and Elle's friendship is?
Yes. Dear Lord, they need to get their own lives.
It's just like you and Sandra freshman year, Terrence, right? 2 girls from Arkansas, became roommates. I mean,
we were never that bad. We had our own shit.
With your Michael Owen poster and your Pirates of the Caribbean. Was I not supposed to say all that?
I still like my Michael Owen poster. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you still have it?
But see, even then, we were into different things. Like Sandra loved her Johnny Depp. I was a Michael Owen fan. And for those of you who don't know who Michael Owen is, he is a soccer player. Well, was a soccer player. He's a little old now. But anyway, was a soccer player for the England team.
You guys went everywhere together, classes together.
We didn't have that many classes together because I was in sciences and she was in math.
Oh, yeah. It was what, really? Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Who did all my math homework for me? I don't remember. Who did I copy of?
Westminster. You need to like look back and take away David's degree. He just
probably like Nate or something.
Yeah, Nate. Yep, definitely Nate. No, did you guys not have rules in college? Both of you when you came, you guys had rules. You were roommates. Rules? You have to have had some sort of.
We didn't have like a friendship bucket list or something obnoxious like Ellen Lee had.
What are you talking about? Rules? Like,
did you watch?
No.
I mean, Tara and I did struggle with communicating, though. Freshman year.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's why we didn't talk for like 2 years. The next
sophomore year and junior year, we didn't talk at all.
No.
Remember, I like moved out and started living with she who shall not be named.
I was drunk the whole time. So
David's like, for those 3 years, I don't remember anything.
I don't remember any of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, you lived across the hall, across the.
And I lived with he who shall not be named.
Good experiences learned there.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think going back to college for me, I could have done things
better.
Looking back, so much better. I learned from shit.
Here's the thing: do people actually have these rules? I've never heard of anybody create these friendship rules, or I don't know.
I mean, you have some in general. Like, there's like the girl code where like don't date your friends.
Which I think guys, you have that code too, right?
Well, not David's friends.
Yeah,
they
we
don't.
have codes. Yeah, yeah, we have codes. Whoever calls dibs, that's our code.
Well.
Oh no.
Is this a family podcast?
No, it's not. Don't let your children listen to this.
No.
Especially this episode.
No.
Or the after one, if we're
right.
like being serious here. That one's not a good one either.
You know, one thing I'll say about this movie is, outside of the whole kids and high school thing, there were some pretty good lessons in there. They could have done something good with it. I mean, every movie had a decision that had to be made, or she had to deal with a mature situation, you know. And her choices, like in the end, the second one when she picked, you guys thought Marco was hot too?
Yes.
Really? With her shirt on or off?
Both.
Maybe that's what it is. But really?
Yes.
But there were some strong lessons. I mean,
I like that how you just got distracted by you thought he was hot.
But yeah, and there were the second one, actually, I think it got deep. That's why you know what? I'm actually going to finish the third one, because the second one, I mean, you could tell that he was in college. He was really going through certain things that they could have elaborated on more, right? But I like how they linked the fact there was a scene where Marco tried to fight him at the football game, and he was holding his fist, and Chloe calmed him down, but then she was looking at them and I was like, that used to be me, kind of thing. Like I was the only one who could calm. I guess I felt like she was looking to see if he was still he had anything going on with Chloe, or if he was still, I don't know. There was something I was like, this is interesting. I think there were a bunch of strong lessons to be learned. And I like the one. Go ahead.
God. I think the one that they didn't do well in is the communication. Like Sandra mentioned, communication is key, but they did not talk. And David, you mentioned it earlier, where like it had just been nice if Lee had told his girlfriend and Elle what the situation was.
Oh, don't misquote me. I didn't say it was a good thing. I said it was.
I'm saying that their communication was not great.
No, it was not.
And you brought it up.
But best friends, it wasn't.
It would have been better if they had communicated. And the same with Elle and Noah. Like during that first movie where she was having problems being jealous, like if Noah had just said, "Hey, I'm going out with Chloe. Here's who she is, blah, blah, blah." I think Elle would have handled that better than him trying to like leave her intentionally out and then her seeing pictures of him with her.
But
because there was a reason he was intentionally leaving her out.
Yeah, but he also made a comment.
Earring.
He made a comment that Chloe was good for him. What did he mean by that? You know, they should have elaborated a little bit more on it.
Probably because Chloe was an actual adult and all the rest of these fucking people are children.
Yeah, so he
and Chloe was the most mature. Like in the third movie, you see her put him in his place and be like, do you love her? If you do, you need to do something about it. You need to communicate with her and tell her and fix it, because both of you are wrong.
Yeah.
Do something. So I do really, really like Chloe.
Yeah, I appreciated her character. I felt so many times like Noah's character, even though he's only a year older, especially in the third movie, you know, with Lee and Elle's summer shenanigans, I was like, oh my God, they are like literally just overgrown children.
Well,
yes, just children. And Noah is having to like communicate with his girlfriend, and she's just like in a different phase of life or something. There was just such a disconnect between where he was at with college and his future, and then her, like with her little summer job and doing all of this Mario Kart crap. And which I love that.
I want to do that.
Yes, that looks so much fun. Did you get that far, David, in the movie?
No.
Oh.
You'll love that scene.
This is one of their bucket list items. So they dress up. Who is who? Who dresses up?
From what I read, she missed
Marco is Mario.
Yeah, but he wasn't supposed to be a part of it. He was like, no, Elle was Mario. Lee was Peach.
Oh, yes.
And Marco was one of the bad ones. Was he Waluigi or Wario? Wario. Yeah. And then they go and drive actual go-karts dressed up as Mario characters. And they're like throwing crap at each other, driving and making each other crash. I was in stitches laughing so hard at the scene, and I want to do it so bad.
Why don't you?
Like the blonde dude who like slapped her ass in the first movie was in there too. I don't remember his name. I just remember.
Yeah.
I did like when he walked in the little skirt. I thought that scene was great.
Yeah.
And then she slapped his ass.
Yeah.
And then I like Noah's look at him like, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, they did a lot of good stuff. They were, again, I felt like they were, except there were a lot of things that they did. There weren't any bullies, right?
Yeah.
I mean, usually you see these stories of they were in a dance club or they bullied someone who they didn't think was popular. There wasn't any of that, which is good, a good lesson to learn. In the second one, right, when she pushed him I forgot his name, but he was in love with the other guy and she pushed him to it. And then when he kissed him finally, and even his friends were happy for him, right? I like those things about that movie. You don't see that a lot in movies. There's a lot of acceptance.
You don't see the toxic, like you see the relationship being toxic, but not the the toxic people.
Yeah. Right. It was good. I actually think it could have been great I was 15.
Yeah. You need to finish the third movie.
And a girl.
But 15 and a girl. You need to finish the third movie though, because they did have some really good moments of giving them the opportunity to grow.
Okay.
Not together. Like they had to make those hard decisions. Like, spoiler alert, they did break up.
Yeah,
and it was like years before they got back together and figured their shit out. So
they finished college?
Yes.
Oh.
They don't even say if they actually end up back together, because the last scene is him walking away again. And you hope
he turned around.
You hope that they ended up together because but they don't actually show it. And she turned around too. So like you're hoping that they ended up back together because they truly loved each other. But
I guess they didn't have any COVID regulations in there because they were kissing everybody the whole time, right?
This
COVID
is
be damned.
La La Land. Nothing bad happens.
God, that movie sucked. La La Land.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh my god!
Is that the one with Ryan Gosling?
Yes.
Oh, I need to watch it then.
And
just
what's
for
it,
him.
Is it Emma Stone?
Yes.
Now she is hot.
Have you seen her in Cruella? She looks really pretty in that movie.
She is really, she is hot.
Wow.
Emma Stone and Keira Knightley, two of the hottest women in movies. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it for me.
That's not the first
That's
time
a hot take right there from
That
David.
is a hot take.
Mark it down.
I think Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, she's hot too.
She is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a little older, but she's still
for her age,
she's like one of those vampire people. And I know, like, going back, she played a vampire in one of her very first roles.
She still looks good.
She is one of those vampire people that I'm like, did you age? Like, in the last 10 years, this picture looks exactly like this picture.
That's true.
What's going on?
That's true. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I won't watch it again, but I think
it was like your just summertime popcorn movie. That's straight up like what it was. Just fun. Did you have any favorite
that you don't have to pay attention to?
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
If you have a screaming child in one ear, and you're just trying to tune out life.
You want to see some really hot guys.
Or Chloe.
Oh, Chloe. Yeah.
Or Chloe.
Definitely Chloe. No, and they should have told us what his parents did. Right?
I know, so we could get that job.
I mean, right.
Well, his mom was a real estate person.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Don't know what his dad did.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, they have a beach house, a mansion. He had a Mustang at, in junior year?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want to know
like a 67, 68, 69 Mustang. I don't know, in that like time frame.
I mean, you could tell. I mean, her options. How did she get into that private school though? I mean, if she couldn't pay for Harvard, but they didn't even mention the money aspect of Noah going to Harvard, right?
This isn't that type of movie. So, money is not an object in this plot.
I guess it was. I mean, they hung out at the beach all day. It was good.
Well, life right there.
Her dad was like a doctor or something, wasn't he?
No, I don't think so. They never said anything.
I feel like they alluded to what he did.
There was one scene that had his computer open, but they never really said.
These people, they were in a different echelon. Okay,
this is like the home buying shows that you watch, and it's I do yoga, and he's a pencil sharpener, and our budget's $1 million.
That's what it is. Oh man! And then the oh my god girls. Were you to the oh my god the OMG
The
girls
OMGs.
the OMG
David,
girls
come
in
on
high
now.
school? I don't want. Maybe who's the third one of you guys in high school? Were you
There
guys
wasn't a third one.
We
It was
didn't
just the
have
two
a
of you?
third friend, David.
You were it.
That was it?
You were it.
The OMG girls, and yeah, again, I expected them to be like horrible bullies, but they were actually not that.
No, they were just annoying.
They were just
right?
kind of like not all there in their own little world.
Mm-hmm. And nobody cared, right? It was a good
Except
take on
Lee,
that.
because he was crushing on one of them.
Yeah.
Mia or
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just found it funny that all of their names, like it was like Olivia, Mia, and Gwen or something. So they were literally the OMGs.
I wish in the second one they started a little bit of talk about how hot he was getting, and then it just didn't continue with us. Yeah, and it didn't continue with that. I wish they would have like kept him going and then have the OMG girls, the one he wanted into him.
Whatever, he ended up with Rachel, kind of. I don't know when you stopped watching the third one, David, but Rachel ended up like breaking up with Lee.
She was annoying anyway.
But they got back together, so take it back.
They did, yeah. They ended up getting married.
She was annoying.
No, I do agree with David a little bit on that. Like, she came into it knowing that he was that close of a friend with Elle, and his then wanting to change his entire life. So I do agree that she came into something knowing that that's what it was, and then had a problem with it.
And it's not like he was secretly in love with her, right? They were friends. It was strictly friends, and he was trying to keep everybody happy. So
I think that's maybe me and David are like the same person, because I feel like we are agreeing on a lot in this movie.
And Sandra's like, no, it's true.
Yeah, you guys are very surprisingly on the same page. Let's talk favorite like scenes or quotes or something from any of the movies.
Okay, my favorite is the snack scene where Elle is talking about Marco for the first time.
Surprise.
And they are like, it's on the intercom. And that's what makes it so great, because she's just like going to town on her descriptions about how hot Marco is. And it's cringeworthy, but it's also super hilarious. And everybody is hearing this. And Lee, being the sweet, loving, caring guy he is, runs out of his class and like gets hit by a lot of crap as he's trying to run and stop her from like doing this in front of the entire school. Love that scene. And then I also like the fact that they like show him working out during part of that. So
yeah, that's right. They did show that scene, didn't they?
Yeah,
some that was Marco the only candy.
Time. We don't even know if that was Marco really.
I mean, it was totally him.
We really don't.
He didn't have a body double for that scene. Come on.
He probably did.
No, that was
all. I'm okay with that. Whoever that body double is.
I think they tried to force the hotness on his character.
His character was hot, David.
They did. They tried to force it. They tried to make him a guitar-loving person. Like, I don't know where this dude plays in the band, and at the end of it, when everybody was saying, when she asked, who's that? And then or whatever, and everybody would turn and said, it's Marco or whatever. They tried to force the hotness on him. So who do you think?
They wanted him to live up to Noah. And
that's what it is. Who do you think's hotter than him or Noah?
That is actually covered in our poll that we just did on Twitter.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
I think Noah is better.
Noah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, Marco was
doesn't
pretty
mean
high.
Marco's not a snack.
Yeah, Marco is a snack, but Marco was like high in my opinion until like the third movie, when he just started trying to egg Noah on and wouldn't take no for an answer basically, and just kept coming around when he knew Elle was in a relationship with Noah. It's just like, that's a no, dude. Don't do that.
If you love something, aren't you supposed to fight for it?
No. This is like David. This is who David is.
Not if she's already in a relationship and tells you no. No means no.
Your husband's a soccer coach. Just because it's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. Okay.
I'm trying not to snort on the podcast.
Take it for what it is.
Oh goodness, that is like my favorite quote right now.
She had feelings for him. And I mean, maybe he was right for her. Who knows?
I mean, the official stance of the Story Darlings is that no means no. There is no coercion into doing anything that someone does not want to do. That's what
No
Tara and I
means
stand
no
by.
means no in
Yes.
general. No means no in general. But that doesn't
But-
mean you shouldn't. If
Okay.
she has feelings for you, you can pursue her, right?
There
So
is no but, David. No
So,
but.
so David is okay. If it was just Noah telling him no, okay, I
Mhm.
get your goalie reference, but
Mhm.
also Elle told him no, and that's the no that counts.
But she did say there was something there.
But she said no.
I know she said he wasn't the one, but what is it possible that she was just doing that because she was confused?
Well, if she's confused, he's
Well,
not
she
going to help
was. She
it.
was in high school. She was confused, and she didn't know the whole story between Chloe and Noah. So it's possible maybe he should have. I'm not saying he should have been aggressive, but he could do things like send her flowers, write her notes, write her a letter. I mean, nobody does that anymore, right? In fact, I'm going to write both of you a letter.
It's gonna have mismatched stickers.
Not-
on the letter.
My
Not
dearest,
a love letter.
not a love letter. Oh,
Okay.
definitely not. My dearest Sandra.
You guys, you heard it
Yeah.
here. So if something happens to either of us or both of us,
Right?
David knows something.
He should have. He could have still pursued it to see, not aggressively, but
I think that's what he did.
I feel like
and
he
made
did.
an ass out of himself.
yeah, because he tried to fight her boyfriend.
Like she told him no, and he kept pursuing. Like, I get it. Maybe wait a couple months, see how it works out with Noah, and then pursue it.
Yeah, makes sense, and not try to fight him at a football game.
Not try and make her a
everybody.
cheater either.
Yeah.
So technically, he made her
I mean, okay.
No, I said not try.
try.
to.
I mean, she wanted to though.
There are some teachable moments from Elle's
Mm-hmm.
perspective. Like she did kind of
She
lead
did
him on,
kiss him.
keep him around. Yeah.
Yes.
hmm
From the get-go, you could tell that she was into him too. Like when they were out playing, when he was playing the guitar and when he became a band member. all
Did
of a
you
sudden.
see him?
And she was like, you could tell she was uncomfortably attracted to him. Standing there, and even when he came to she was into him, so she gave him those vibes. So maybe that's why he tried to pursue it, because she had feelings for him, and he was hoping he could.
I love the eye roll that Sandra just gave.
Oh yes, I'm like queen of eye rolls. I can't help it. It's like my eyeballs will just roll back there and never face forward again.
Ever again.
Ever again.
Didn't your parents tell you not to make look
Right.
or not to do that?
Something,
It'll
yeah.
stick.
I
yeah.
get stuck in your head.
I mean, everyone in this whole 3-movie thing had like codependency issues and attachment issues. I don't know if it's because they're just young and haven't experienced anything else, but like no one was taking no as an answer, and just like no one was communicating. So it's just like all of the arguments between Noah and Elle, if they would have just like came forward with, hey, guess what? So, Marco is working at the pool as a lifeguard, or he wants to be in on this costume thing for Lee.
Mm-hmm.
If they would have just said that, it would have saved some arguments. But
And the parents didn't do anything. Her dad was the only one who said something at one point in time, but the parents were all just just doing whatever they wanted.
I was so proud of the dad when he
Yes.
spoke up against Elle for her being a little brat about him dating that woman.
Yeah.
Like, good for you, because yes, you deserve to be happy too.
Yeah. No, they just sat there. At the Thanksgiving dinner when everything blew up and the parents just sat there and didn't see anything. Like, what kind of parents are those?
Hands off.
That's a little too hands
They're
off. I
like,
would've been
live your life.
No.
What is
y'all
that
need
called?
y'all need to shut up. Sit the fuck down. Let's eat.
This is Thanksgiving.
This is
We are
Thanksgiving.
gonna be dysfunctional together.
Yeah, exactly. And if any of you leave, you get cut off from the family, just like that. You like put your foot down.
No more
And
beach house.
we're loaded, so you don't want to
Exactly.
do that.
Yeah,
But
they
they
would have
just-
shut up in a second and sat there.
They just let them do whatever they want, and yeah, I think
yeah.
it should have been a little bit more hands-on, and especially her dad. A dad, and that was another story that I feel like they could elaborate. Maybe they did in the third one. Like he had
Or in
that
the book,
sad,
David.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll read a book. He had that sadness in his eyes the entire time, right? You could tell there was something missing in his life, the whole thing. I wonder if he's in anything else. I looked up all the other characters except him. What are the roles?
He looks familiar. I swear I've seen him in something else, but yeah, I mean, I was proud when he chided Elle for behaving like a little selfish brat and not wanting him to be happy, because he deserves it too. It had been years and years since his wife died. Come on.
Yeah.
I will play devil's advocate about the game piece.
What game
because
piece?
that was what Elle blew up at the lady,
the little Scotty dog.
She took the game piece, and that was the game piece that Elle's mother always used, and so that was like a thing that Elle was holding on to.
Do you think Elle was completely justified blowing up at her?
No, I'm playing devil's advocate here. That I know, there are certain things that just hit you when a parent dies, and if somebody tries to step in on those.
Yeah.
I think Elle just had an emotional reaction to it.
Yeah.
And did not handle it right. So I was proud of her for going back and telling, I don't remember her name. Sorry, this is why I blew up at you, though.
Yeah.
Fair point. Did you guys ever see? There was a TV show called A Unicorn. Did you guys ever see it?
No. David watched a TV show called The Unicorn.
Well, it's a sitcom. But
I was just about to say something, and it was not PG at all.
I thought it was pretty good because it was about a divorced dad. Oh, not divorced, sorry, a widowed dad and his two daughters. And that just made me think about it and how.
Why was it named The Unicorn?
Because apparently a widowed man is a unicorn for women. That's
really that's the premise of it. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued now.
Yep, and because all the women want him, and that's
poor man.
Was he really cute?
Died.
I don't think so, but but again, you guys have already told me my taste is.
Your taste in men sucks, David.
Yeah, so I can't. I should have been a judge of that character, but I don't think so. Yeah. But yeah, I think it got. I don't know if it got canceled or not.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Where was it playing on? Where
CBS.
was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, it got canceled after 2 seasons.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, but I thought it was good. I liked it. It was one of the few.
I'll have to look it up too and see.
But yeah, but it just shows how he. And then the reason I brought that up because there was a lady that he started dating, and it became a thing with his daughters, emotionally tying it back to something. There was a scene where it went back to their dead mom.
Yeah.
Because actually with him, there was one scene where this lady, another lady he was dating, started playing a piano. And if I remember right, nobody has played it since his wife died. Something like that. And that kind of hit him hard.
That was a trigger.
Yeah. That hit him hard.
I mean, it happens.
So I think devil's advocate, there was a little bit of an emotional reaction to the game piece, and not necessarily him just dating, but the game piece.
The game piece makes sense.
So you like the snack comment, huh?
I thought that was a little too much.
It was a great, that was a hilarious, entertaining scene.
I thought it was too much. Nobody ever acts like that. I thought it was a little too much.
But the whole series though is that way.
Have you been involved in girl talk?
Me? No, yes. Is that what you guys do?
I feel like I've had girl talk with David.
But
I feel like I have too, and I'm like, David, I know you've heard me talk about
but that's a little bit too excessive. Guys. I think she was just too excessive with it. Yeah, a little too.
I think she was doing that on purpose. I mean, she was trying to be funny.
When Elle goes hard, she goes hard. She doesn't half-ass it. She goes all the way, and that's why we adore her so much.
Yeah.
All right, what was the scene you liked, David?
Whew. It's a tough one.
Or not necessarily liked, but got a few chuckles out of.
The mini skirt scene, the first. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, he's not really. That was the scene for him. It's like, ooh, I like this movie. Let's see what happens.
Her butt cheeks were just right there.
Hanging out. Right. No,
that would have had to have been embarrassing walking up everybody's staring at you and you're like, yep, I gotta wear it.
You gotta wear that. So no, you can put something else on. I mean, come on. Yeah,
it was a uniform.
I think my favorite scene was when she chose him over Marco at the end, the kissing booth at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that was she seemed mature in that decision that she made at that moment, right? Yeah, there's something here, but I can just go around all willy-nilly and following every emotion I get, or going down and chasing everything.
Yeah.
Penis. Can I say penis on this? Every penis that comes that I want to, every penis I want to hop on, I just get going around chasing it.
No, that is true.
You know,
she actually made a decision. Was like, okay, this is going to require work, but
yeah, but
you have to be a little discerning about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not the one, right? And then she went to find him.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was at the end of 2, right?
2, yeah, and a 2. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I think that was my favorite part of the movie. The 2 that I watched. Yeah. For sure.
Sandra, what about you?
Mine are like quotes. So these are all from the third movie.
Well, you were just writing down and taking notes as you were watching the movie?
Kind of.
Yeah, that's what we do, David.
That's what we do.
Really?
We remember mom brain is an actual thing.
Next time I'll make sure I take notes.
Don't act like you're better than us.
I don't. Nope.
There's a quote Marco said, "You can't hold on to someone. The tighter you hold on, the more they want to slip away." Like, so true. He did it with Elle, and then Elle was basically doing that with both her friendship with Lee and Noah.
Is that true though? The tighter you hold on to someone,
yeah, it's like, yeah,
you suffocate them.
Everyone's different though.
Clingy.
Everyone's different. Some people like the clingy,
but like
nature.
she didn't have anything going for herself. Like that was just for her
true.
That she was working on. Like everything was about somebody else.
Yeah.
Elle said, at some point in everyone's life, there will be a moment when you feel there isn't a single place on earth where you actually belong. It was just like a sad.
Tara, why'd you ask Sandra to tell us what she liked? This is what you like, not what you hate about life.
Sandra's like, I feel this comment. I feel it in my bones.
Sandra, positive.
David, stop being a stupid dick. Let me have my feelings.
What did you like? Positive.
I like that stuff.
Positive things that you like. Okay, give us one positive comment that you wrote down.
That is a positive comment.
No.
Sometimes you just need to be by yourself and think it through.
That's an emo comment. That is an emo.
I meant a positive. Give us a positive comment you learned from this. Now she's looking.
All right.
How many pages have you flipped over by now?
Here's a positive
one. Nope, not on this page.
No.
Guess loving each other isn't always enough. Maybe not.
Oh,
sometimes the timing just isn't right. Sometimes
I'm not sure that's positive.
Extremely positive to her.
But I mean, okay, it's not a happy quote, but it offers like some explanation for.
It's an educational quote.
Yeah, okay. Like sometimes the timing just is not right because there are so many things going on for each person involved.
I will turn it into a positive because, like, in the end,
thank you.
They did get back together, hopefully.
6
and they
years
were
later.
more mature and they were able to handle the relationship. Whereas if they continued going like they were, they would have ended up broken up completely. Yeah. Like they would have been able, like they wouldn't have been able to like stand each other. So there you go. Like the timing wasn't right.
See, thank you,
like,
Tara.
At some point it might be.
Yeah. And here's another positive one, David. This is a positive one. Okay, so don't try and spin it. I know how you spin it.
Okay.
People pass through our lives. Some of them fade into memories, but a few become part of who you are.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like, these could be hanging on like walls in your principal's office.
Yeah. Like everyone has some kind of influence over another person, and you take that with you forever. That experience becomes a part of who you are. I think that's good.
That's a good
David,
one.
I lock my door because of you.
I still don't lock my door.
You learn a lesson.
I never learned.
Never learned.
I also like, check David's hands as he leaves the house and, like put a little thing over my thermometer or not my thermometer, my thermostat so that David can't. change it.
David
Sandra,
just makes
positive scenes. I want to hear one from you.
I mean, I liked the Mario Kart one. That one was just stupid fun. Like when they're just throwing water balloons or like silly stringing each other as they're driving in these ridiculous
I really think we should
costumes.
do that. We should find a place
I don't
somewhere.
know if I trust driving next to you on a track like that.
Me or David?
You, Tara.
You, Tara.
Rude. I have never been in an accident. Okay.
Surprise.
Ever.
Tara, weren't you
where
the
I
one
was
who used to
driving
fall when there was ice on the floor?
Okay. Well, yeah, ice is slippery, David.
Well,
jeez.
there's like a little bit of ice.
Yes. I mean, like in a car. Okay. I've been in accidents.
You can barely walk. Why would we trust you to drive?
I was in an accident.
I'm a better
with you in the
driver.
Car, David. Were you driving? No,
yes.
You weren't driving, were you?
Yes. We were going to Deja Vu that night. We went to Kim's house, right? Yeah, it was me, you, and I guess you said she who should not be named or whatever. Alex.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we had left Kim's house. Someone T-boned us.
That high school kid in a pickup truck or something. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yep. Fun times. And you guys were it was cold outside, and you guys were standing on the side of the road in the shortest skirt ever. Had to wait for the cops. Yeah. That was good times.
That was that.
See, one more accident than I've been in.
Oh, Sandra was in another accident I remember in her. Well, no, we're not even going to mention this one.
With Marco?
Yep.
I wasn't going to mention that one, but like it just fits.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a dumbass. Sandra. When you're like 19, 20 years old, you're just stupid. You're an overgrown child.
I stand by my comment that like I could have learned a lot and redone college.
I would still do the same thing.
Without some of those dumbass decisions.
Whatever, David. You got us pulled over like coming from a McDonald's one night.
Yeah, I would still have done the same thing. Nothing would have changed. It was all fun and good times.
David doesn't learn from his mistakes.
It was all fun and good times. We got a lot of good experiences.
Yeah, we still learned our lessons that we needed to. And here we are. We know everything now. Everything is perfect.
And we're passing that along to our children, guys.
Oh, dear God. This country is doomed.
So I have a comment that I really like that's very similar to Sandra's.
Okay.
But it was one, when you decide to escape reality, you know eventually you're going to have to come back to it. I really like that one. Like I do that every time with a book. Well, like you should.
You should, Sandra. You should.
At some point, you should, unless you're in like a mental ward, in which case, maybe not. But
yeah. So you guys talk about the scene in the third movie, right? The go-kart scene. Remember at the start of the second one, they had like the Olympics or Olympic Day or whatever they called it, where they were playing games, the leg rape.
Oh, the leg.
Yeah, to play the whole game, to put a bunch of games, volleyball.
Oh yeah,
tug of war.
Yeah, I thought that was a little
where the dude took off his shirt and won.
Yeah.
Somebody's always taking off their shirt
in that movie. Yeah, I thought that was a little excessive. I thought they could try to force the whole Marco and her thing, when there is no way she could be competing with Marco, right? I mean, in fairness, he would have won every time. He works out. Well, based on the video that we saw, we never really saw him working out.
The fake working out.
I mean, but I feel like they tried. So is the second race part the same as that one, or was it done a lot better?
I think it was really cute.
Yeah, it was cute. It was still outrageous in the sense of this would never, ever happen at a go-kart race track anywhere.
Challenge yourself.
I feel like there were legal ramifications of that because they crashed all over.
All over the place. But I mean, it would be fun to do this.
Yeah. And if they had enough money that they could, I mean,
just watch that scene, David. Just watch that scene.
I'll watch the whole movie. I'll finish it. I'll finish the movie.
Yeah.
What about what you guys didn't like about it, I guess? What scene was not your favorite? Sandra, you don't have to speak on this one. You've already told us, Tara.
I don't like how they tried to get in between Elle and Noah. Like every turn, there was something driving them apart. In the first movie, it was Lee.
Because they were grown kids. You can't keep still talking about Rule 16 and you always have to break a wishbone with your best friend and you're grown. Come on.
But then there was like Chloe and Marco, and there was just always something.
You have to grow up.
I wanted them to get together. I wanted them to like be together.
It's the same thing as the After
love.
series, right? Like you wanted Tessa and Hardin to just work through their shit and just be together because when things were good between them, things were like amazing, mind-blowingly good. Like that's your soulmate good, right? But it goes back to like the timing thing with Elle and Noah. It's like
I mean, I understand why they couldn't, but I wanted that.
Yeah, but 6 years later, that's like such a long time.
Mm-hmm. At least Tessa and Hardin only had to wait like 2 years.
Yeah, that is true.
One thing I would say, though, one thing I liked about this movie, nobody, well, except for their mom dying, nobody died in the end. You know, sometimes they bring up where either Noah would have died or Lee would have died and they would have dragged on the emotions because... So
and that would have been how they solved the problem of who to pick.
Yeah.
Well, it's out of your hands now. He's dead.
You were second pick, but he died. So
every time somebody like when Lee drove off pissed the first time, I was like, "Come on, Lee, run off the cliff." Whenever someone was gonna, even in the end when she went to the airport and he went to the kissing booth, I was like, "This is the perfect time. Somebody needs to crash." Right here, and then one person gone. Problem solved. Movie.
Okay, David, you're no longer allowed to talk about Sandra being a downer.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Come on now.
A lot. You see this
you're
a lot in a lot of
like
movies.
wishing for people to die.
This is not that kind of movie.
I was expecting.
At least Sandra was just slightly emo. You're like full on, like kill the person.
I was expecting it, but I'm glad that they didn't do it. So
you need to watch You.
No.
Just please watch it. Please, like, it is such a good character study.
Apparently two serial killers now having babies and
they're really likable though. Joe is really likable.
Or if you want a movie where somebody does die, it also stars Jacob Elordi. It's called Two Hearts. So you're expecting it the whole movie.
No. See, I hated The Notebook. Okay.
Nobody died in The Notebook.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
No, she got dementia.
No, they died in each other's arms at the same time.
Okay.
That was like
but like that was like at the very, very end.
It was ridiculous. Like that just ruined the whole movie for me. Like I watched it to the end and I was like, okay, this is ruined. Just because of that scene.
Yeah.
Sometimes they try to.
So just don't watch that scene. Like it was at the very, very end.
Don't watch
like the last one. Like just don't watch the last 30 seconds and you'll be fine.
I'll be fine with it. Yeah. But no, I'm glad they didn't do that in the kissing booth. They made it. They worked out their issues like grown folks, hopefully.
Yeah. They just missed out on 6 years of each other's life.
Good. It's time to grow. Did she get on Marco within those 6 years? Who knows?
Yeah, I guess you don't know.
Maybe they need to make another movie just for those 6 years, right?
Get right.
What happened?
What happened? See what happens. Maybe she has a kid somewhere that she doesn't know about that lives with the dad. Well, she knows about it, obviously, or hopefully. Hopefully she does. You know,
that's a different movie, right there. Different movie. If she doesn't know
about it, right? So maybe they should do like the after years or something, kissing booth the after years or something like that. See what happened in those 6 years.
Kissing booth, the in between.
Cool. There we go.
Yeah. The kissing booth does make an appearance in every single movie, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It really does.
Well, does it in the last one?
It did. Like, I think it was right where they like saw each other again, Noah and Elle.
Is the kissing booth a real thing in general?
I'm sure at some places it is.
You guys didn't do it in Arkansas? I don't know. Maybe
I know there's a cousin comment coming up.
Is there a punchline coming?
No, I just want to know if this was the two of you are the only people in the. Like
we can see your eyes, David. We know how your brain works. I can see the wheels turning.
Like schools just allow kids to have kissing booths and just go around kissing each other.
Maybe in Cal.
In the rich, yeah. If my parents pay enough money, I can do whatever I want. Kind of school.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I mean, it was a cute movie. It didn't have your high school bully trope. It didn't have anyone dying. Nothing tragic like that. It was just a fun movie about codependency, really. Because really, their friendships and relationships were toxic as fuck.
So if you would have taken Ella out of that movie and put Sandra in her place,
is this
Sandra would be living the life with Jacob Elordi right now?
I'm like, every problem
Sandra
is
been
worked
like,
out.
guys.
I don't need any additional 6 years. I'm like, I'm gonna start making shit happen. This is gonna get fixed right now. Bye.
Sandra would never come back to reality.
No.
Like, she would never have to come back. She would just be living there.
Living there just forever. No, I mean, would you, Sandra, do you think you would have, would you have done things differently than she did? Would you?
I mean, I wouldn't be as outgoing as her.
True. Very true.
That would be toned down a notch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably make some better decisions with Noah. Noah wouldn't get away. That's the learning here.
Because he's
Sandra's
hot.
like, I would go stalk her.
So if a guy is hot, he can get away with anything he wants.
No.
Sandra's learning a lot from the show You.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please watch it.
No.
Joe Goldberg has some redeeming qualities.
And I see all these memes online that the girls are like, they can fix him because he's so hot.
It comes from a good place, Tara.
Did he ever get caught?
Does it?
I guess we'll see in season 4.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to. You don't want to do spoilers.
No, I don't want to do spoilers. You just have to watch it. At first, you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to hate this guy. I'm going to be disgusted. He's going to make my skin crawl. By like the second episode,
he's cute,
you're going to be like,
so I'm going to live with it.
Like, no. Okay, this isn't about you.
Or David.
Or David. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. We talked about a synopsis of all 3 of them. Favorite scenes, favorite quotes. Anything else we have? Any last words on Kissing Booth?
I'm just really glad.
Oh my gosh, he is so handsome.
And for all of you that are listening to this, David's son just came into the video.
Yeah, with a dog
in the background
in his Spider-Man costume.
Me and Sandra,
being
girly.
They all just immediately said, "Oh my god, I want to have another baby."
No,
that's
no, I'm good.
That's all good. We'll just look at other people's in a non-creepy way.
People know would have been okay.
No.
Well, I wish
maybe like 10 years ago.
10 years ago. I wish you both have.
I don't have the energy to be a parent anymore.
Lord have mercy.
It's exhausting.
It really is. It really is.
This is another episode on not having children. Another birth control episode.
If you learn anything from this podcast, it's communication, and you don't want kids.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot.
It's a lot of work and a lot of money.
They're cute.
They're cute. Sometimes
you got to show a lot of emotion, so it's a lot harder for people like Sandra who don't have.
I feel like
Sandra has a lot of emotions, David. I feel like you are the one without emotions.
I have plenty of emotions. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. Fair point.
No, Sandra is a good mom.
Yeah.
She's very sweet.
I'm a great mom.
A great mom. I was about to say. She's okay.
All right.
I was coming to Sandra's defense, not like saying a negative here. Okay.
Sandra, does he like reading?
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, we love story time.
And Tara's kids like video games. Surprise, surprise.
Hey, Vincent likes video games too. I like video games and books.
So Carly and Michael like to read, but Michael is fascinated with math. Like,
ooh,
you could go up to him and just be like, "Here, do this math," and he would love it. So,
would you let your kids watch the Kissing Booth?
Yeah,
it's wholesome.
I would not let them watch After right now, but Kissing Booth, yes.
So After's a TV show or a movie?
It's a movie.
Really? What's it called?
After.
After.
That's it?
That's it. Yeah. After We Collided. That's the second movie, and they're both on Netflix.
And then After We Fell will be coming out next month.
Yeah, After We Fell. Maybe
Rated
I should
R.
watch. Wait, After We Fell, September 30th. It's already released.
Well, in theaters, but it's coming out.
So there's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. There's gonna
be 4.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch that.
Don't watch it around your kids.
Put a little romance in my life.
Yeah, it's a little awkward if your kids come in on certain scenes.
Fair point. Now I see why Tara likes it.
Yeah. Tara's just listening to her romance audiobooks and murder stories at work.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I have like 2 different like things that I like, the 13-year-old movies, which After is not, but like those kind, and then murder. Like there's not a whole lot of in between.
Tara's just sitting at work scared and horny all day. That's the 2 things.
Oh my God, I'm dying. I'm dying.
All day long. Can't wait to get home.
Can we edit this a lot, Sandra?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. That was golden. That's staying in.
A lot. Edit.
Oh man.
Pretty much everything David says. Let's
just take it out.
Tara's like, and we're ending this episode right now.
All right.
Before David can say anything else.
Yeah, we need to have David on for more.
Yeah, let me know. Maybe I should watch After.
Oh my God.
We can do a follow-up with David.
David? Yeah, David's hot takes.
Hot takes on After.
just a whole episode of David's hot takes on After.
He'll be a monthly guest. Hot takes with David.
I'm gonna watch After and I'll take notes.
That could be an extra episode.
I can share my notes.
Hot takes by David.
I can share my notes with you guys on only the sex scenes. Maybe, I don't know.
I
like they didn't do that right.
That's not real. You
real.
Can't do that there.
You can do that there.
Okay. We're gonna shut this down now. Is there anything we're missing? This is it, right? We need to disconnect this thing.
Yes.
All right.
I appreciate you guys having me. It was fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
It's good.
David, everybody, we're gonna make this monthly thing happen. So
thank you very much.
Careful,
we just gotta track David down.
Yeah.
No, long enough to make him sit here for an hour and talk to us.
Sports season is over now, so my weekends are a lot open up now.
Yay.
And it's about to be cold, so I'm not going outside until February, maybe March. So
yeah,
I'll be indoors more.
All right, you want to conclude for us, Tara?
Yeah. Bye.
Oh my God. And
sorry,
we're done.
I'm just distracted by edit.
Watch The Kissing Booth, guys. Watch The Kissing Booth.
Yes.
I was impressed. It's not a movie that I thought it would be fun to watch, but it was okay.
Yeah, it was.
And let us know if David is wrong about Jacob Elordi. You can send us a tweet. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, email us. Let us know.
Yeah.
We already know, but
he's okay.
All right, these two are going to keep blabbing, so I'm hitting the off button right now.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.